What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I'm joined by the podcast dad. He is working the remote setup today, but you're looking upright and well. How you doing, bud?
Upright and well. Yeah, that's something. It is hot as hell outside, but the wrestling world is also hot as hell right now. And there are some topics that we need to discuss, some good, some bad, some in the middle. But I'm ready to talk about it with you.
Yeah. We missed an episode on Thursday. I had some gnarly weather pass through. You were without power that entire day or something, right?
Yes, I was without power for about 24 hours. So that sucked. I had to throw everything in my fridge away. So I was just peachy.
Well, it sounds like we need to take your mind off of things, so let's get on into it. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. As always, you can find us on X and TikTok at JunkiesPod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod, but most importantly, subscribe to that YouTube channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers right now. 488 is where we are. 12 more, and we'd like to get there before the end of June. Tell your friends, tell your mom, podcast dad, take it away.
Takes one person. Sorry, we have a change of venue going on at the moment.
All right.
But yes, it takes one person. If you like what we're doing here, just tell them. Can you please? We need it. We need it. We need it. We need it. We want to keep doing what we love doing, and we need your help to do that. So please help us.
Yes, join the Wrestling Junkies community today. Also, give a little shout out to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at @mainevent_net on all social media platforms. If you're following us, you would have seen that we have a new member of the Main Event family, DC Hendricks, and the WrestleHolics podcast coming to the Main Event Wrestling Network. We know he's a great guy and super excited to work with him in a deeper capacity at this point. But shout out to the Main Event crew, always making moves. Podcast ad is very, very frozen over there. So I'm going to keep going with the plugs here. Shout out to our friends at Gorilla Press Apparel. .bigcartel.com, promo code WJP2024 gets you 25% off site wide. Again, some of the best merch out there. Shout out to Will and the rest of the crew. Podcast ad, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm going to switch to the laptop, so if you want to vamp real quick.
That I can do. Shout out again to the Main Event Wrestling Network. We have a couple of great guests coming up this week on Tuesday. Our old friend Logan Knight returns to the show. He's going to be telling us what's going on in the Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas wrestling scene. And we also have WWE ID recruit Aaron Rourke returning. So tomorrow night, 6:32, incredible guests. Cannot wait to share the screen with them. Podcast I was talking about our friends Logan Knight and Aaron Rourke returning to the show tomorrow.
Yes, it's going to be a great time. We have made so many friends through this journey, and those are two of the better ones we made. I will say that.
Yeah. And Fernando's in the house. Good to see you as always, my friend. Happy fucking Monday. Mr. OTM is in the crowd as well. We also have, before I forget, a Main Event Mixer coming up this Saturday. I believe that's 10 a.m. Central, breaking down Night of Championships. We'll see. Couple of quick more announcements. Wednesday, we're going to be showing our love to our friends at Progress Wrestling. Got a special preview show of their show coming up this Sunday, June 29th. So we're going to be breaking down all the action there. And Thursday, we will have After the Empire, breaking down Coastal Case Files. And I am in talks with our current CEW heavyweight champion, Hunter James, about returning to the show in some capacity. So be on the lookout for that. You can find them on X at CEW Savannah. Podcast dad, you've already alluded to it. There's a lot to talk about here. I think we kind of have to start with the obvious, given recent political events. There is growing concern throughout WWE about their return to Saudi Arabia and Night of Champions coming up this Saturday. I know this is not a political podcast, and we're going to try to keep that out of it. But at this point, should a decision be made to move the show?
I don't think it's a political thing more than anything. I think it's more of a safety thing for the talent involved. There is some strife in the world. No matter what side of the fence you are on, I'm going to say to kind of stay in the middle as I can. But no matter what side of the fence you're on, I think you are a human being at the end of the day, and you want to make sure everybody is safe. And that should be the top priority right now of TKO, WWE as a whole. Just make sure everybody is safe, right? And they feel safe. And I know there was an issue, I can't remember how many years ago, where they were left on the tarmac kind of thing, right? So, look, all the amount of money is great. And if they can go there and it works out and it's fine, no harm, no foul. But I think it would be irresponsible for TKO not to kind of at least take this into consideration, which it sounds like they may have. But last I heard is that Saudi Arabia is expecting this to happen. So, we'll hopefully, and I hate saying this, but hopefully everything goes off without a hitch. I know there was something today, so maybe that is the end of it, and maybe we're done, and everything can, cooler heads can prevail, and we'll be fine. But we shall see what happens.
Yeah, I was trying to find something I saw on Twitter. I can't tell if it was a full statement or an official statement from Triple H, but the fact that it's not populating super easy on my algorithm tells me it probably isn't. These are those situations. They're always shitty situations, and that's the angst that a lot of us have with these Saudi Arabia shows. They have to say something, I feel like.
Yep.
So anything at all, I think at this point would be helpful than radio silence, because it does sound like there's a growing number of talents that are concerned. I think we had something in the group chat today. Again, we haven't necessarily verified it, but rumors that production staff are already being delayed, and so it's not good. And we know that WWE is very much a show goes on and tries to do what they can. This is not the Vince McMahon era anymore. You're a publicly traded corporation owned by a corporation. Like,
look, at the end of the day, it needs to be safety, right? It's
yes.
Again, no matter what side of the political fence you're on, I don't really care. Left, right, middle, up, down, don't care. At the end of the day, you want people to be safe, right? So again, hopefully this is fine. It's much ado about nothing, and we just kind of roll as we roll. But it needs to be considered, and I think it needs to be talked about. Like, is this discussed? Is this kind of just no, we're going to do it anyway because they're paying us, or like, is there serious consideration? If not, like, then move the damn show. Like, if that's the case, like,
I
don't know. And we're going to learn more in the next upcoming days. I figure we're going to have an answer probably midweek, I would assume. Again, kind of seeing what else happens. Like I said, something happened earlier today where there was a little bit of retaliation. So hopefully it's done. We're done. It's over. And cooler heads, like I said, can prevail.
Before we move on this, I feel like it's worth asking, because they did sign this deal in 2018. Here we are in 2025. Do you think that TKO renews this deal?
100%.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. I know.
How much is that deal?
$50 million a fucking show.
100%.
I mean, if you can already see,
I guarantee the price goes up, but 100% it's going to happen. There's Slim Jim logos on the damn tables, dude. They're going to do whatever they can to make the most money possible. And as a business, I can't argue with that. As a fan, I can. It's just where we are with this company right now.
Yeah, I will also say, just on the tables, it does not look nearly as annoying as I thought that it would. It could be a lot worse.
We're going to talk about this promo here in a second, for sure. But no, look, we're going to get used to it like we get used to everything in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the new WWE that we're in. So, like it, love it. It's not going away. I guarantee if Slim Jim went to TNA, AEW, New Japan, and said, hey, we want to sponsor your tables, I guarantee they would sign up for it. So, just is what it is at this point. This is you're seeing it in the NFL, you're seeing it in MLB, you're seeing it with all these sports leagues. Like, there's logos popping up on jerseys. Like, there's stuff happening. It's just, however much money they can make, they're going to make it. Oh, well. Capitalism.
Ain't it grand? Ain't it fucking grand?
It just is what it is, man. I mean, and I think fans need to just, I don't want to say stop bitching and moaning about it, but look, this is what it is. Enjoy the product or don't.
Yeah. And because there's people that we know that, don't watch the Saudi shows, and that's perfectly
fair.
okay. And I mean, we watch them because this is what we cover this stuff. This is what we do. So, it's This is a very uneasy,
But I think
uneasy week for sure.
We have to put in perspective, like we're not advocating for or against it either way. I think we're trying our best to stay neutral.
I feel that they should have a plan B.
Oh no! Like right now, yes. I'm talking about the relationship with Saudi as a whole.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Do I think it's not great? Yeah, but again, there are so many other businesses doing it right now. Like it's just money talks. At the end of the day, money talks, and people are going to do it no matter what.
We'll see how many Live Golf fans come around and have anything to say.
I just want to watch wrestling. That's it. I just want to watch wrestling. And I want everybody that is on that wrestling show to be and feel as safe as they can. So that's where I'm at.
So let's actually talk about some actual wrestling here. We did not get to do a Thursday show, so I want to ask your thoughts real quick about AEW Grand Slam Mexico, coming from Arena Mexico. Anything notable that you want to talk about from that show?
Yeah, MJF's getting heat again.
Ain't it grand?
Lots of heat again. Like, wasn't he attacked?
Yep.
Wasn't that the report? Yeah, like.
Yep.
If that's the MJF we're getting out of this Hurt Syndicate, I'm good.
Yeah,
that's the one I want back.
Yeah, it's been a while since he's really had some bite like this, and if there's anybody that's going to get that anger out of him, it's MVP in that manager role. That, I mean, we know that MJF is more than capable of doing that on its own, but MVP is in a class of his own as well at being able to do that, especially within the when he's working with Bobby Lashley and or Shelton Benjamin. So there is only up that you can go from here. This will eventually turn Bobby into a massive babyface that I hope, as much as I love his teaming with Shelty B, it's time for him to look at some. I want to see him in the world title picture.
Oh, that's not happening.
I can tell you what I want to see. That's
not happening.
Just.
That's not happening. I'm sorry. Heat is great for wrestling, yes. We can talk about. Look, I might get some hate for this. I might, but I think you're in the same kind of realm I am. What is the point of Mercedes collecting all these titles? What is it doing? What is it doing
Ultimo
to help?
Dragon energy for sure.
No, it's not.
I mean, as far as the aesthetic is what it's giving.
Not really.
Let me answer the question posed of me. And it's tough because so few of her matches in AEW have had a really, really good story. Now they are correcting that with Toni Storm here, and she's doing once again phenomenal character work. Her promo on Collision,
it's great.
Again,
it's great.
She needs to teach a master class on the character side of wrestling.
Yes, she does.
But there has been so little, as much as I love Mercedes, her in-ring work, there's been so little of it that has had a story that I've been able to sink my teeth into that she's done over this entire year. And it has been just kind of and I'm not going to go calling her, Mercedes Hollywood Terry or whatever.
No.
Yeah. I almost said it. And that, yeah. Mercedes, it's just, and this is a good point. So Fernando, I think that when it came to Kenny collecting belts, he had genuine stories going across every promotion that he was at. We were seeing, the matches in AAA.
Did he get?
4, I believe.
Okay, Mercedes at 7.
Yeah, and the difference with Kenny is that we were seeing these matches in AAA. We were seeing him on TNA television, so they're like. That's the difference here. I feel like is we are not necessarily, when are we next going to see her defend that CMLL title that she just won? Where's the crossover going to be for that? What about Rev Pro? I can't even remember all of the titles that she's holding right now, but I think that it would be interesting to, even if you're having that talent come to AEW, build some story that we can sink our teeth into where she does have to, defend these championships and something that, give us stories out of that you can put on AEW TV, and it's just not there for me.
I think it's what's the end goal, right? What is the end goal right now?
She always delivers great matches.
I just don't know what it is.
I mean, at this point, end goal is, and I'm not saying that it's a complete end goal, it's more of a cliffhanger, is that she beats Tony. I mean, I think that that's where we're going here.
And then who eventually is going to take this title off of her? And then when this starts crashing down, like, is this going to be a fantastic story? Like, that's what, because with Kenny Omega, we had the Christian feel-good story winning back the TNA championship.
Yeah. We
had Vikingo beating him in a fantastic match. Yeah. We had Moxley beating him. Or was it no, Hangman? Was it Hangman? Hangman.
Yeah,
we had that story. Like, those were all separate feel-good stories where the babyface toppled the guy that was in charge, right? So currently TBS champion.
Okay.
She is the CMLL champion.
Yeah.
The European Wrestling Association champion.
I can't say I've heard of them. Anybody that has any great match, drop them in the comments.
Trying to figure out here because it says current and then it says one time.
Yeah, I mean, Mercedes collecting belts. Again, without a story, it's just kind of I'm just beating. And I mean, obviously, one of those belts is the Owen, so that's one of them. But
that's fine.
It's you could have the same great story with Toni Storm for the women's world title that I think everybody would agree that Mercedes is the odds-on favorite to win, without her having to go collect all of these belts on the way. Tony doesn't have to do that. And I think that there can be an argument made that, that is more compelling, that this has become a psychological game or a psychological build, which is getting into Mercedes' head, and it's working. Toni Storm is already living rent-free in Mercedes' head. Mercedes thinks that she has to go out and win all these championships to show that she should be on the same level as Toni Storm. Toni Storm doesn't have to do that. She's only caring about one championship, and that is the one in the company that she is absolutely dominating right now. That's not to take anything away from Mercedes and what she's doing with all these other promotions. It is just, at least for me anyway, yes, her matches on AEW TV are great. I need to see her do some other shit with the championships that she's currently holding for these other promotions, just because we're not seeing it.
No. TBS, CMLL World, Rev Pro, and EAW Women's Champion. So currently has that, and then we'll probably win the AEW World's Champion, which, okay, like now you have the mid card and the world title, so that's fine. Again, I just want to know, what the end goal is.
Yeah,
and I won't
because
we never really see any
prolonged. We never really see any prolonged points when somebody's holding a world title and a mid card title. That usually comes to a head sooner than later.
Mm-hmm. And you made a great point. Like, she's doing all this to prove that she's at that level with Tony.
Yeah.
And Tony doesn't have to. So I want them to continue to play into that story.
Yeah.
Is this main event?
No.
Nope.
No. Not a chance.
That's out the window.
Hangman's character is much more compelling right now, and this is a chance to finally end the Death Rider story for good. I think you send the fans home happy with that. One last point that I'll make on this is we're talking about Mercedes and the belt collector. Mercedes has had some great matches this year for AEW.
Yep.
Are any of them better than what Tony did with Mariah at Revolution?
Probably not. I'd have to go kind of refresh my memory, but probably not.
And that's I love that idea of this story, is that it's I have to be flashy and the boss and do all of this to make myself feel good and numb the insecurities that I may have because of what Toni Storm is doing in this division. She's the only 4-time women's world champion here. So Mercedes, despite having 7 belts, is the underdog in this match.
Yeah. I just want them to play into that a little bit more. They still have some time, so continue that story. All right. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Where do you want to start?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm as over the moon as everybody else.
About the promo?
Yeah.
That one, I absolutely loved it. We were waiting for something to kind of wake this heel turn up. That was it. That was it. For me, it definitely was. So I'll give you a little bit of context. I didn't watch it live. I turned it on Saturday morning. It's kind of in the background as I'm getting ready to pack up for the pool. And I hear maybe 4 words of it, and I did my usual out. And then, oh shit! Oh, and then it was like, okay, I'm invested. I stopped everything that I was doing to watch how he just so masterfully delivered this. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for Cena and Punk. We knew that this rivalry was going to be kind of the pick me up that this heel turn needed, and this promo delivered in a big way. That's just me.
I thought it was a great promo. Not saying it wasn't. It was a really, really good promo. Cena executed it very well. I just don't know if the heel Cena's working. I just don't.
That's fair.
I'm not sure. Because at the end of it, he's getting cheered.
Also true.
Right? It was the same thing with when Punk did it. Punk was getting cheered, even though Punk was supposed to be the heel, right? So I like the parallel there, but like the next day he's at the Fanatics thing going crazy, going uber babyface. Like it just.
And I think I said that last week. That's the big problem that I have is that it's the character change is not adapting to the meet and greets and things that we're seeing. It's the, there's John Cena will never be accused of being a method actor. Let's just say that.
No, I just don't. Man, I just don't know if this heel turn has the bite that I thought it was going to have. Where he was just going to come out and just be everything like heel wise. Like, and we talked about last week, like the presentation hasn't changed. Like, yes, the entrance changed, but like, I feel like he should be coming out in all black. Like, just sell merch as Cena. Like, something like that.
And not just the all black Titantron.
Like, you could sell the city shirts on their own without him coming out wearing them, right? Like, you could sell those. Yeah. They did it for Lesnar, so you could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Him being by himself, I think, is really hurting this. And we talked about it last week. I still don't know why John Cena turned heel.
Yeah.
Like, was he that desperate? And if so, like, I feel like he needs somebody with it. I feel like he just needs something else to his presentation. He needs, not to be cowardly, but he needs like a muscle. But John Cena doesn't need the muscle because he's John Cena. I get it. But something. There's just something missing for me. Like, yeah, he can come out and cut heel promos.
Yeah.
But I still think he's that John Cena that we've seen for the last 20 plus years. Just now he's a little bit.
I have a question for you then. This just hit me. I think that you'll like this. So what if, because Seth Rollins is really nowhere near retirement, you could have waited on, would you have waited, if you had the pencil, wait for a Rollins Heyman alliance and give Heyman that Cena spot for now? Because you could have started that, you can build that story anytime. Paul Heyman is a mouthpiece for John Cena.
Mm-hmm. It could have fit both of them, yeah. I mean, it could have. Yeah, I think something would have worked. I really do.
1, hi Maria, and 2, it's tough.
I did.
Really
I was ready to boo Cena. I wanted him to turn heel. That moment he turned heel, fantastic. It was amazing. It was amazing. The Rock not being involved hurts.
Motivation,
sucks.
And then how has he ruined wrestling?
He hasn't, because like he's already fractured the relationship with Logan Paul. So it's always it's already like, all right, dude, like that's everybody hates him, but now you're like, no, I don't like him either. Well, yeah, okay, we're gonna cheer you then. And the fact that, and now the wrestling fan in me is about to come out. The fact that we are getting,
this is the wrestling junkies.
I know, but I'm taking like the business perspective off and putting the fan hat on, is the fact that we're getting John Cena, CM Punk, Night of Champions, and this is it, irks the hell out of me. Because this is the one match, and you know it is.
Yeah.
You know it is.
Yeah. CM Punk is Cena's greatest rival. I think that is
He's up there. He's up there.
Are you saying it's Randy for number one?
No.
Okay. Edge?
Yes.
Okay.
That feud, I'm sorry, that feud will always they are forever intertwined.
It's the Money in the Bank cash in for the first time. It's the transitional champion. It's the TLC match. Okay, I get that.
It's being in your home arena getting booed and Cena getting in his home arena getting booed. It was the slap to his dad, dude. It was that for me. That made Edge, and that made him what he is today.
Okay, that's all right. That's fair. It made Edge. I think that this is a clash of titans between these two, because they are very, very just polar opposites of what previous management thought of these two. And the pipe bomb promo, as much as people think that they drop pipe bombs these days, which they don't, certainly not in the way that CM Punk did, because it had never been seen like that before.
No, there's been
and
three
it was just,
in recent memory.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, this one was just
good.
Yeah.
I just don't know where I'm at with this heel Cena, man. I just don't.
That's fair.
I need. There's just something. Oh, Stone Cold.
Yeah. No.
Stone Cold. They turned him at. No. Stone Cold should have never turned heel again.
Yeah.
Stone Cold. 100%. He aligned with Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Cena will not regret this heel turn.
No, he aligned with Vince. You can't do that. You can't. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good. Edge is number one for me, but Punk and Cena, yes. They the whole summer. It just irks me that this is going to be the match, because now we're going to get. Now we're definitely getting Cody Rhodes and Cena at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want that. I don't know.
You know what I do want, though?
What's that?
Asuka to win the Queen of the Ring.
I think she's going to.
I am so happy for excuse me, how this return has looked for her, because we're back to NXT Asuka. It feels like I'm feeling nostalgic now.
No, it's working. It's working.
Yeah.
Like I said last week, I think this might be hey, this is, I don't want to say the final run, but this might be that final big push for Asuka, and let's do it.
Yeah.
100%.
Especially if she Asuka versus Io that's a match you have to be salivating
very good
at least once,
Oh, it has to. You have to do that at least once. All right. One more thing, and then we'll preview Raw.
Okay.
Are we done with the whole Ron Killings thing, or what? What now?
So I heard what happened on the second. I didn't watch the actual segment itself, so I'll have some more thoughts on it tomorrow once I get a chance to. But I'm not over it yet, because again, this is exactly what it is. It is indeed an experiment, because they didn't expect the backlash that they received, so they're giving it the old college try with them.
No, I think they're going, oh shit, we fired one of the fan favorites. Now we got to bring him back and shoehorn him into something. It feels a little lazy.
That's fair.
It feels a little lazy. That's just me. Oh, we have to do something with this guy. Let's force him on TV. When you could have avoided the whole thing. You could have avoided the whole thing.
You absolutely could have, and this is where, as much as Triple H likes long-term storytelling, this is where, at least sitting under the McMahon learning tree, has, you would think, taught him he need, especially in situations like these, there might be a few weeks of wrinkles, but you need to figure it the fuck out and quick. That's what it is, and I don't think that that's an unreasonable ask for him.
I hope not. Let's see, Raw tonight. Well, we know Goldberg's going to be there.
Next.
The Women's Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Becky defends against Bayley.
Let's go.
And for that, and then if the graphics are correct, which they have been the entire time, Cody Rhodes, who has the crown under him, or on top of him, takes on Jey Uso. Cody Rhodes is winning this match. We're not getting Jey Uso and Randy Orton.
I know.
You know that.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
We're finally getting the Cody Randy match, I guess.
Still feels hollow. And
Definitely feels hollow.
actually, yeah, the one thing that does come out of this, or could come out of this, is let's light the fuse of the heel turn here. Losing King of the Ring, same venue, 2 years in a row.
I don't know if I want to see
Piss
Randy heel.
off. What's that?
I don't know if I want to see Randy heel. But that's
what we want to see.
At this point in his career, I'm like, Randy just looks like he's having fun. That's what I want to. I just rewatched the WrestleMania match with him and Joe Hendry.
Oh yeah.
He looked like he was having a blast. Like,
yeah,
he's at that mode in his career where it's just like, just let Randy do whatever Randy wants to do and let him have fun. That's kind of where I'm at with Randy. Like, again, I would much rather see Cody Rhodes turn heel.
We'll see what happens.
Cody feels a little stale right now. Does he not?
Ray thinks Bayley wins the IC championship.
I could see it and then have a 3-way at Evolution with Lyra.
Yeah. That title needs to be on the show for sure. I like that idea. But would I say that Cody is getting stale yet? Me personally, no. That doesn't mean that it's like not the pendulum's not swinging back that way for me. It's just, but I'm not going to call him stale yet. It's the natural, yeah.
He finished his story after 2 years. It was awesome. It was great. Had the title run. It was good.
And he got fucked by Travis Scott.
We're 4 years in his return now? Give or
A little
take.
over 3.
I need a little something different. Like, the white meat babyface is good, but I'm kind of getting behind the underdog and Sami Zayn right now. All right?
Yeah, that's it.
Status quo, like John Cena, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. And I know Jey Uso just won the title, blah, blah, blah. But, I need not the prototypical WWE guy kind of thing.
Well,
and then, Jade takes on Roxanne.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Match.
Okay. Asuka and Roxanne, or Asuka or Jade? Which match would you rather have?
Jade, Naomi fucks her over.
Okay.
100%
That's fair. I like it. Yeah. Roxanne has done enough cool shit this year that he can pass that particular accolade.
Well, maybe. I mean, it depends, because with the live injury, I don't know where that story's going to go. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think Jade's going to win. Jade has the crown.
Fair. Okay. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight. Remember, tomorrow we will be back with our friends Logan Knight and WWE ID recruit Aaron Rourke. Wednesday, we will be previewing Progress Wrestling's upcoming show. Thursday, after the Empire Coastal Case Files is what we will be breaking down. Podcast Dad, it has been a pleasure to spend this Monday evening with you, and thank you to everybody that has joined us tonight. I'm going to go play with this new Blackstone griddle and make some dinner.
Look at you.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
Shout out to MJB.
I know. That was pretty clutch. It was the one thing I asked for my birthday.
Is that it over there? Is that it over there?
That is it right there.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's a
what
fucking
on there?
Can't wait. You're gonna do some chicken bacon ranch sandwiches on pretzel buns.
Fancy.
Yeah.
All right, man.
My big back there.
You enjoy that, and then we'll be back tomorrow. Please go subscribe. That's us.
Yeah. That's the podcast, Dad. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Until tomorrow, enjoy the grab.